Hello, gorgeous. I am back today, and today I wanted to talk to you about what I believe is a very important and foundational topic that every single woman needs to hear. So often, when I'm teaching in my courses or on private one-on-one calls, I will hear, my clients and students saying things like, "Oh my God, Mina, but this one just really turns me on," or "I'm just really, really happy when I'm with him." And that's great. But here's what I really want you to understand. The whole point of life and the point of inner work and the point of anything that you do, whether it's choosing a certain major in college or your career or your business or your dream relationship or your dream city, right? Anything that you do, it's supposed to be a sum of a entire life experience. So you're supposed to feel in love most of the time, if not all the time. You are supposed to be in love. You are supposed to feel happy. You're supposed to be turned on as a woman. Now, this isn't to say that you may not have, you may have emotional experiences that are something other than that. For example, if I'm going through my day and I know that my natural state is love and happiness and turn on and joy, and something doesn't feel that way, that's an opportunity to work through that process, that see if it's not aligned, maybe I need to go in a different direction. So yes, we experience all our emotions, but our natural state is that we're supposed to be feeling joyful and in love all the time, right? That's how I feel now. So if I know that something is not like feeling in love, or something's like not feeling easy and blissful and joyful, all it means is that's not my thing. I need to like process that and move away from that. So I'm telling you this because a man doesn't turn you on, okay? You allow yourself to be turned on in his presence. There is something about him that suddenly gives you permission to say, aha, now I get to be turned on. Now I get to be happy. But the truth is, you had that within you the entire time. Okay, you can be sitting in a cave by yourself, feeling turned on, feeling very happy, feeling very blissful, right? But there's certain I think beliefs that we have around, I'm only allowed to feel turned on in front of this guy in this situation when this thing is aligned. Or I'm only going to be happy as long as he's coming up in this way and giving me this and showing up in this way. And then what happens when the guy doesn't show up in that way? Or what happens when he's having a bad day? Okay. So when I hadn't done my inner work, if my husband was having a bad day, you best believe I was having a bad day, right? But now when my husband goes through his various emotions that every human being does, that has nothing to do with me. Okay, I get to be in joy and bliss and turned on all the time because I decide that that is my natural state. So please stop making any human being your source, whether it's your source of money, whether it's your source of joy, whether it's your source of turn on. Yes, they get to be providing that at certain times, but it's always your decision. Has it ever happened to you when you were not in a good mental state and your partner was showing up perfectly, but you were not turned on, right? Because in that moment you decided not to be turned on. So it was always your decision. It was always your choice, okay? And so I want you to understand that men do not turn you on. Men do not turn you on. Men are not the source of your happiness. They are not the source of your joy. We think, oh, when this aligns, then I'll be happy. And you may feel happy in that situation because you suddenly gave yourself permission to feel it, even though it was in you all along. So it is always in your hands. It's always in your power. It's always in your alignment. It's always you. So turn on is a decision. Joy is a decision. Okay. Your happiness is a decision. So get yourself to that robust inner work state where you are controlling all of your mental states. You are controlling your emotions. Okay. And if things that aren't the highest vibe show up, that's okay. You allow them, you process them. That's the inner work, but they don't derail you. You don't say, now I can't be happy because that one walked out. Now I can't be turned on because that one didn't show up for a date. No, whatever other people are doing has nothing to do with you. Okay, you get to decide how you get to show up for you. So let me know if this resonates with you. I know we get so caught up in my 20s and even in my early 30s. I used to think that other people were the source of my struggling or my suffering or my unhappiness or my turn on or my joy or my abundance. And this couldn't be further from the truth. I am the source. God is the source, right? And sometimes, yes, if things are aligned, it may come through, like for example, if I'm already turned on and happy, my husband might bring me flowers and take me out on a date, but that wasn't the reason that I'm happy and joyful. I was just in that state anyway. So create a life that's fully living in your love, living in your turn on, living in your bliss, and then the man just gets to be a cherry on top, something to experience with him, versus he's your source and you can't have it until this guy shows up. All right, I love you. Make sure that you are signed up for my container workbook. Quickly, also in the description box, we now have dates for the Hawaii Rich Babe Mastermind that's happening live in Honolulu. I know that so many of you guys emailed and I didn't have the dates at the time. We have the dates now. All of that information is listed in the description box, and I would love to meet you in Hawaii. All right, babe. Bye.